we're still gonna murder them. We aren't like those leave Vilon weirdos. Here, here, brother. Oh, get absolutely wrecked, Evie. Avalon sucks. But okie dokie, let's buy a couple of these bad boys. More summoning is always greatly appreciated, and the armor can immediately, once again, go into our shield. Lovely. Getting good defensive capabilities across the board. And there we go, we're down to Vaults 3, and this is actually, I think, where we'll not cut the stream by any stretch of the notion, but we'll cut our vault exploration for the moment here, because I'm feeling pretty good. And let's think about what we wish to do. We probably don't even have to go through Elf. I mean, I'm pretty happy with what we got. Having more resistance to negative energy might be good, but we at least have statue form. So we're slightly torment resistant, if not immune. So, with that in mind, I think we should start heading towards the future. In fact, I'm looking at the time of night. It's gonna be hard. I don't want to rush too much and get myself killed. But unfortunately, we do eventually hit a bit of a wall in regards to when we have to end off for the night, so hopefully we can make some good progress. And the thing that I'm more concerned about is actually winning the run today, because I'd like to just get the pressure, the deep health off of our chest and finished with. But we'll have to see how she goes over the next bit here. Well, my friends, get absolutely blasted. Probably just bring you upstairs, and no need to tab fight, I guess. We are just, again, kind of spinning our wheels by doing so. Now give me some dragons, please. One dragon, please. And then after that, probably we'll be asking for another, but my greed aside, I'd greatly appreciate it. We could get this Wormbane chugging along here. Hello, my sun demons. Lovely friends, goodbye. Oh, hello. You are not fire resistant, so I will just blast you. In fact, you know what? I don't need this. We're better than this. Let's just block that off. Not there, though. We'll just do this manually like that. Oh, it turns out there wasn't exactly much to explore down to the right anyway, so never mind. Well, it would have just been all hunky-dory as is. Oh, and hello, my friends. I respect you for who you are and your individualism, but unfortunately, you must die. As was mentioned, we are not one of those Elivalon weirdos, so it is what it is. As much as I preach nonviolence in general in life, for this we make an exception. And for many virtual-based things. Okay. You die. You die this way. Lance glows up to +11. The thing of beauty. This was the perfect time to get Wormsbane, don't get me wrong. I feel like so often you find it, or I've never found it before, but I feel like so often people would find it a bit later into the game when you've already killed off the majority of dragons that you're coming across. But we got plenty of draconic friends to go through here. These boots can go, both of these baby shields can go, because I definitely want potions of cancellation. That's fantastic. This is really like all we're going to be running into these days, hey? I mean, I ordered dragon. This is not what I ordered. Take it back, please. So if I'm being more truthful to how I am in real life, I'd probably just be too prideful and to a certain extent polite and just not return it and suffer, because it's probably my fault anyway. Let's get a roll in here. One orb of destruction, not too much of a cost to eat here. We have been burned by Edens before quite recently. So you'd think I would learn from such things, yet here we are. At the very least, can output enough damage to most likely take these sons of guns down the old-fashioned way, so that's lovely. Ooh, and definitely give me more intelligence. I'm always looking to get a little more learned in life. I feel like that's something that we should all strive for, bettering ourselves. I was gonna say physically and intellectually, but man, have I been super lazy about bettering myself physically as of late. Someday I'll get back into the groove of it, I'm sure. COVID kind of threw a wrench into that whole let's get healthy plan. As it did with many things. And at the end of the day, I shouldn't complain too much, because that's a relatively minor concern compared to what a lot of other people had to give up or go through. Okay, you, friend, have to die so that we can fight this dragon. Similar note to you, my vampiric pal. Please don't hit my dragon. No? Can I? Yes. Oh, you son of a gun. Let's try that again. No? Definitely have to be in statue form, though. Can kind of blast out with IMB a couple of times. Maybe kill our vampire friend. There we go. And yes. More grifts for the mill. Perfect. Oh, I'm so excited about Wormbane still. Even though we've been using it for a bit now, I'm still just absolutely... Because livid is more of a negative emotion, but ecstatic is probably the one that my brain is reaching for. Well, my wizard friend, goodbye. So sorry that it had to go this way. Again, in another life, all of you monsters, we could have been friends. Could have been pals. But unfortunately, that's not the way of this world. Ooh, gosh. Let's be slightly more cautious as the Lich joins the party here. Because even this is not too shabby, especially, oh, when they're all three standing together. Lovely. Ooh, and more Liches. Even more Lich. Again, it's not what I ordered, so I do want to complain to the manager, but still not too much of a problem either at the end of the day, so that's lovely. Spriggan Air Mages still almost killing me. Fortunately, we've learned. We've already lost one exceptionally promising elf to a Spriggan Air Mage, and we told ourselves never again. Never again would we be so foolish as to fall for the same trick. Time is yet to tell whether this is whatsoever founded or if I'm just an idiot. Maybe a little bit of column A, a little bit of column B. But we shall see. And definitely just blitzing through depths here, which is fantastic. Love to see that. Let's go with undodgeable attacks against our bird pal. And I do love seeing me a dragon. Sir, if you'd like to come right here, beautiful. I forget how many enchantment points you can put onto the Wormbane. I believe it is limited to a certain point, maybe plus 27, since that was the magical number when it came to this game for the longest time. Still is when it comes to a lot of things like skills and whatnot, of course. Minus 16 corrosion. How about that? I was kind of tabbing without paying attention. We're still at 24 AC, which is incredible, but don't love that. Let's stop that as soon as possible. There we go, fantastic. And you, friend, we definitely need to get into a position where we can blast you back a bit. Put you in your place. Beauty. Fall into a shaft and drop 2 floors. How about that? This is where we run into like all the caustic strikes. We already used up all the luck in the previous areas, and now we're just gonna be bound to suffer. I think it goes to plus 18. Okay, that's good to know. So definitely don't have to keep forcing it till the end of time here at the very least. Do I have any corrode artifacts on? I do not. No, that was purely the Rust Devil there, unfortunately. Which is pretty wild. I definitely did not expect it to go rampaging down at quite that speed, but hey, it is what it is. And we made it out in one piece, so at the end of the day, we can't really complain too much. Come here, dragon. Beautiful. Wait a second. I impaled it. They convulsed. What killed you? I did not get the bonus on Wormbane there. Huh. Well, that's strange. Mapping time? No, unfortunately, I think we're actually... I was about to say doing okay here. Still kind of are. It's not the end of the world. That is kind of the end of the world. Oh, I hate that. What do I wish to do about a Juggernaut? This is a patented hands off the keyboard moment. Let's just think about things and mull it over for a second before I do something incredibly stupid and die. Looks like all of our stairs are up there. So we're gonna have to make do at some point. Yeah, statue form is gone. I was kind of happy with it there for running away because we were at speed. But at speed does not matter in the slightest when it comes to this son of a gun. It probably will be a teleport, but unfortunately that's not enough on its own. I think we do need some intervening measures. I was kind of hoping that you would be like here and we could swap and you'd be in the way and take the hit. No, Dr. Pirate, this is 0.28, fortunately. So IMB kind of works, but doesn't really because the Juggernaut's too fast. Let's think about this for a moment. You can see invisible, but this buddy's not going to one-shot us. Well, thank God we don't have to find out what the Juggernaut attacks of opportunity are like. Oh me, oh my. Please no. No, and in fact, what I think I may do here is slightly risky, but I think is the better plan overall. I'm gonna blink up here. That's not what we wanted. Am I willing to spend 2 blinks? It's likely to wind up with us in a very similar spot of trouble, unfortunately. At least if I'm up here, though, you might step up and block any of the range stuff, so that's nice. I'm gonna play it safe, just to be extra sure. Looks like we have 1 extra stairwell here as well. Let's double check that. We zoom out here. 1, 2, 3. Perfect. It is available and able to be reached. So let's just get out of here for now and finish off this floor instead. Oh, failed statue form. Just give me a moment. There we go. I guess we don't technically need to be in statue form for the entirety of our exploration as well, but nice sometimes to have that up and running before things become dire, for sure. Dragon? Oh, is it just the chance to upgrade, potentially? I feel like that's what it comes down to, because I feel like I am killing dragons actively with Wormbane, no problem. It's just not always working out. Oh no, there we go. Thank you, Eggly, for the clarification. The HD of the dragon has to be higher than the enchantment level of Wormbane to increase its power. So fire and ice dragons are lower, so it won't go up. So that gold dragon is still completely fair game. I'm guessing, yeah, like shadow dragons and storm dragons might have slightly higher hit dice than the fire and ice counterparts. So maybe we'll still be able to use those to a certain degree here. We'll have to see. Okay, I don't really have a plan for the Juggernaut. What do I want to do? Can bring in lots of bodies with like Scroll of Summoning. There's just not a lot I can do except trying to kill them fast enough. If they're far away, I can shoot out a bunch of Orbs of Destruction and hope that that gets everything sorted. But they're stuck in this like kind of annoying hallway situation, which I do not love. So let's block this door for now and start auto-exploring. Let's see where we leave off. At the very least, we'll try and not get in a situation where we have to double blink, because that was definitely far too expensive of a save. I mean, obviously, we can only do it one more time, and it's unlikely that we'll only be in danger one more time throughout the rest of our journey today, so at least something to keep in mind. Oh my gosh, we can go toe-to-toe with an Iron Troll? That is fantastic. Just can't think of what's the opposite of only Deep Elf things. Never Deep Elf things. Until today. We are breaking old conventions and stereotypes. We are the Deep Elf. You shattered the world. Absolutely lovely. I mean, I was ready for the Juggernaut to come crawling out of the woodwork behind us there and for me to immediately regret the way I was handling the entire situation, but no dice, fortunately for us. And so we'll just keep her moving here. Oh, hello, my friends. How much worse am I in Ignition when I'm non-statue form? Okay, that's still very castable. Lovely. Still want to keep in mind when we do and do not have statue form online, of course, very important, but it at least is a wee bit of a relief here. Yeah, let's step away from the door in case somebody comes bashing through. Okay, I want to kill this dragon with Wyrmbane. Can I kill this dragon with Wyrmbane? I don't know. I think the jury is still out on that. This shouldn't kill you, at least. Oh, it actually got kind of close. This shouldn't kill you. Oh, now it definitely shouldn't, because you healed up a bit. Okay, Spark Wasps, you're kind of ruining the whole vibe here, I'm being honest with you. At least we can do this. Oh, no, this is dangerous. Oh, no, let's not do this. Hold up. Instant regret. Of course, the Juggernaut had to come in at the least opportune moment, especially since this son of a gun might just move aside for the Juggernaut, which I hate. Do not like that. If only I had Disjunction online, like we were briefly mentioning the idea of earlier. Wouldn't that be nice? Let's try and kill this wasp. We can at least take one step back. Oh, and that's a Tengu Reaver down there. Jug will swap places. I was afraid that might be the case. Oh, right, and I'm slow in statue form. I'm gonna re-teleport. Now we need just a wee bit. Tried to kill the gold dragon before we got shunted off, but that's fine. I need to face them one at a time. I cannot kill the gold dragon and the Juggernaut, unfortunately. Just does not compute. How can I go about this? I mean, don't get me wrong, I was definitely trying to force the Wyrmbane angle in there as well, so that might have been a huge part of the problem, but regardless, I think we'd struggle in that mixed company. So, ooh, Shadow Dragon, if you could come right this way, sir. I have something to show you. Let's see, if your hit dice is 12, or 14 rather, nice, at least 14. Hopefully even higher if things go our way, let's throw a dart to quickly gain the attention of this son of a gun. And then we should just blast you the old-fashioned way, probably. Remove this exclusion since we've already kind of broken all the rules. Okay. Please, Juggernaut. Okay, Juggernaut shouted. But that's fine. Just Juggernaut is what I was looking for in life. Okay. Use my Mature Beast as a bit of a crutch here so that I can launch out a few of these sons of guns. And then we should be in business. Beautiful. Okay, Juggernaut down. That's a huge relief. Gold Dragon, still potentially a threat, but not nearly as much as those heavy hits that we could take from that side of things. So there's the Reaver. Hello, I was just thinking about you, friend. Goodbye. Okay, statue form is necessary. One of these, two of these. There we go, and we do get the glowing lance effect. Perfect, that's up to plus 15 now. So would it be appropriate to assume that gold dragons are hit dice 18? Because that's the strongest dragon in the game. And if that's the max for Wyrmbane, then that would track, right? Could definitely be wrong there, but it at least would make sense. Ooh, Vainly Humming Robe. Fortunately, it's trash, but that's a-okay. You know what? I don't need this at all, so let's just zoop, 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 zoop. Play it a little bit safe here. And yes, perfect. That definitely makes sense. And is good to know in general. I feel like at one point I took a look at like a visual chart that represented all of the monsters as their hit dice values, and it was really cool. But I've completely forgotten everything since then. Oh, and I'm very glad I got blinked downwards instead of up. That could have been a nightmare. I guess one thing that I've kind of forgotten in our journey so far here, so I'm just not really thinking about it, is the fact that Zot will come about, or bring about, its own selection of problems. Specifically, what I was thinking about is the concept of purple draconians and quicksilver dragons. I always forget until I get there that my statue form only gets to be my hero baby for so long before it starts to, while still being the hero of the story, at least fall off in terms of how generally applicable it is and how hard it can be to keep that baby online. We could get no red enemies, that'd be great. I'm not just talking about the power level, I am specifically thinking about the resistance to fire. Okay, I don't love you. Also, of course, don't exactly love this son of a gun. These bolts of draining are gonna hurt real bad. Especially while I'm not in statue form, so let's start there. I guess I can start with ignition and see. I don't really want to kill the dragons, so I'd like to do that with my thing here. Ooh, that did not work. What are we at right now? Plus 15. Well, at least you're not going to die to fire, so this should kill the white draconian, but leave you alive. Then we can kill you normally, and it does upgrade again. Beautiful. Up to plus 16. So I'm guessing it's going to be just gold dragons now that will improve our life, but could definitely be wrong. We'll have to see in just a bit here, because there we go. Depth's done. Okie dokie. So, again, trying to find the nice balance point between I would really like to finish this run tonight, but I also don't want to rush into my own death. Let's go for our third rune, and then we can kind of see how long that takes, how we feel. because we'll probably end up diving Zot. I don't know if I want to do full clears on this character. But that, of course, runs its own series of risks. You never know quite how it's going to shake out. So, where do we want to go? Probably Slime. Vaults is possible, but always sketchy, and we have a few to go down. So that would mean, let's go to Lair 5 real quick. And we'll duck down into the final floor, probably find our slime entrance, sorry. We will need some source of resistance to corrosion, though. I don't know what I want to bring into the table for that. I guess we can even do a quick search. Arc Horror. That's it. Huh. Interesting. Like, I guess... this Dragon Scales. AC only decreases by 4. I'd like to be in statue form, but we could kind of end our transformation anytime we are absolutely surrounded by the acid blobs. For slime and AoE other than ignition would be nice. I guess so with the rock slimes now. It's no longer quite as much of a be-all end-all solution to the problems in slime. What would we want though? Guess what do we have available to us as well? I mean, Firestorm is a ways off. Oh, I want to give this character the time they deserve to ensure our success. Because what I probably should do, if you're playing at home, probably head to Vaults and Elf, get enough experience to cast Firestorm, or even Shatter could probably bring it online. Because we currently have Earth at like 12 or something, at least. Firestorm would probably be very nice. What am I currently training right now? Still Fire Magics, that fits. You know what, Polearms can stop there. What does that leave us at? Tactile 8.7? That's good enough for me. We'll see. Might end up bringing it down at some point, but for starters, that's lovely. So we'd want Fire Magic, and Conjurations we'd want to bring up as well to at least 20. I'll let Fire Magic come to 24. Let's see how it goes. Don't go down a hatch. We should be fairly overpowered for this section of the game, don't get me wrong, but still an important thing not to get too overconfident and get caught out. We already have Seen Visible, but let's take a peek. What do you look like? No, I think this one kind of matches our statue form a little bit better. It makes me feel like a cool Teutonic Knight as well, so there's something to be said there. Probably should have been in statue form for fighting a Hydra. There we go. This time around we can make sure we're in tip-top shape. Fantastic stuff. Oh, hello, Rupert. Lovely seeing you here. You don't have the best... Actually, what are your chances of paralyzing me? Oh, only 5%. Okay, never mind. We good. Don't mind me. Just go for one of these, and then one of those. That should do the trick, and indeed it does. Fantastic stuff. I don't believe Komodo dragons would count for Wormbane, but they should. I think they should. Though to be fair, they might be too low of a hit dice monster for it to be at all relevant. In fact, maybe they do count in terms of the Slay Dragon. Wait, actually go back. There's an answer to life's mysteries here. 5-headed Hydra. Where did I fight the Komodo dragon? Oh gosh, it went by so fast that we don't even see it here. Cane Toad, Water Moccasin. Come on, I was so curious whether the Komodo dragon convulses. No, they do not. We just impale them. Such a shame, too bad. I mean, it is fair. They're not actually dragons, but still, feels sad not to allow them into the Dragon Club, you know? They've put in all the work. A lot of effort. They deserve it. Also, you kids like forest fires? Because I did not think that through. There we go. Draconian Stormcallers summon Komodo dragons with their Summon Dragon spell. Ooh. Interesting. So was I wrong in my assumption that it should show up as a little bit of a note there, though? That they convulse in pain? Because I feel like that normally does happen, right? When you stab dragons with Wormbane. But definitely correct me if I'm wrong. Maybe we can give the Komodo dragons the titles they so desire and deserve. Saying something isn't a real dragon is kind of funny. I don't get it. They're just as real as other dragons. Trust me, I know what I'm talking about, Eggly. I read Dragonology as a kid many times front to back, so I would say that I'm kind of an expert when it comes to dragons. Okie dokie. Did anyone else in chat get into any of those, you know, blankology books? They were all actually quite well made, very high quality, and really fun for kids because they were fully like interactive. You had all the, you know, examples. They had like little dragon scale segments that you could feel, and it had like different scales for different sorts of dragons. I'm trying to remember which other ones. There was Piratology, but that one was a little bit more like factual and just kind of a little fun historical lesson on pirates. And Egyptology was also one of them, I feel, that went very much into, again, a little bit more historical with some of the actual, with some of the mythological aspects kind of thrown into the mixer as well. No, but they're cool. You were just really into actual animals. You had zoo books. Oh, that's awesome. No, that's very sweet. As a reference that went over your head? No, that's totally fair. In fact, I always have to question, like, Dragonology, like the Ology series of books were super popular amongst people that I knew. Was that like a regional thing specifically? Oftentimes it ends up being like, oh, that's a very Canadian thing that I just never realized was a Canadian thing. But they are at least like globally available. I just don't know if everywhere kind of got into them to the same degree as the majority of people that I got to know. I guess so. We don't have a good source of AoE other than Ignition. Also, I can't believe I'm carrying around so many Zoms chess piece. But we have Condenser Vein. Could hope for some non-fire elements there. Let's at least kind of break our way downwards, shall we? Usually takes a bit anyway to find stairwells and whatnot. At least we can actually kind of fight things hand to hand, because that makes a heck of a lot less noise than when you have to blast everything with spells. But this is too much, so we are going to blast everything with spells, ignore everything I was just saying, and get absolutely wrecked, my friends. Lovely. Yes, the resistance to corrosion also halves the damage from acid blobs, right? And that extra acid damage, little line of text, is always more frightening than it may seem at first blush. Oh, but here we go. This is a bit more up our alley. The rock slime less so, don't get me wrong. So, let us bring all of you upstairs real quick. In fact, no reason not to just get a blast in. Fantastic. Okie dokie, how many did we leave down there? Still quite a few regular slimes, and that rock slime, of course, is a beast of their own regard, largely because they can push us off the stairs, so hopefully they don't. Fantastic, thank you kindly. And can use IMB to also do a decent amount of our work for us. The rock slimes, again, not exactly as susceptible, unfortunately. Hello, Disillusion. Well, immune to acid, resistant to poison. That's a lot of extra acid damage you have going for you too, my friend. You read Mythology, you believe? Awesome, Kelly, yeah. No, it's such a fun series for sure. And sorry for missing that earlier. I read it and it registered, but I kind of got immediately distracted by just the bonkers stuff that we're going through here. Yeah, I hate this. Definitely hate that. Actually, how fast are you, friend? You regenerate quickly. You don't seem especially fast. You're immune to blinding. Oh, not relevant for me, but good to know, I guess. So, what would we be looking at here? Probably... I mean, Orb Destruction would be nice, but might be hard to thread the needle here. We could try once. It also gets bad when you bring in a bunch of eyes. Not that it matters, it did just careen immediately into a wall in classic form. So we could try and avoid Dissolution, explore a little bit more of Slime Pits 1 to find the safe stairwell, potentially. Because I don't want to use all my evocables here for sure. Let's try it out. Oh my, oh my. Really? And I don't have resistance to acid, so it's not like I can take one of the other avenues. Yeah, I liked it too, Prince Cosmo, but unfortunately the avoidance plan just might not be as feasible as I would like. We could try for a random teleport and hope it lands us somewhere good, but that is risky business here in Slime. I probably shouldn't bother trying this with no resistance to corrosion. At the end of the day, Abyss is not great for spellcasters in general. We can kind of hold our own in melee combat, but not enough against some of the stronger denizens we'd find, you know, all the way down in Abyss 5. Plus, new Abyss is always kind of interesting with the no experience rules and whatnot. So alternatively, Vaults. Vaults is doable, but still not great. This is a very unique heavy run, so of course Dissolution shows up. Never couldn't make an appearance. Yeah, unfortunately so. Oh me, oh my. New Abyss is such a grind. Yeah, I agree. No, I'm not a huge fan, especially when you just get overwhelmed with temporary mutations and there's just absolutely nothing you can do about it. C'est la vie. It's a bit rough to say the least. What could I do against Dissolution? Now I wish that I'd been training air this whole time and had this available. That'd be fantastic. You find doing Abyss through the pan levels easier? Yeah, that is definitely fair enough. I mean, I always very much enjoyed going to pan runes, not before Abyss rune necessarily, but just in general when I was looking for somewhere to farm or grind back in the day. Just because I love pan and I like self-contained levels rather than the sheer randomness of Abyss, but definitely it's huge, yeah, that you can still gain XP in pan, exactly. And can you still find treasure in pan, or has that changed? I haven't actually been there since the update, so could definitely be a whole new world. Okay, Firestorm is slowly but surely coming down. So that's nice. I don't have a single Phantom Mirror, hey? Would it matter against you? Do you have Abjuration? You do have Abjuration. We can silence you. So that's kind of nice. You are very unlikely to be feared. I'm guessing... Actually... Wait, are you mindless? No, they are intelligent. That makes sense, because they used to be not a slime. Yes, pan does spawn artifacts. Oh, very cool. So yeah, that wasn't changed. That's nice. That still would be a huge fan of going down to pan. Okay, we should be able to survive one hit against Dissolution, so stairs shouldn't be an absolute game changer. Separate you from your summons. Fantastic. Silence and tank it with the scrolls, or with some haste and might. Yeah, we could definitely silence. I think I am down for that idea. The unfortunate part is that I'm mostly worried about the melee attacks, but there are ways around this as well. So, I will silence you so that we don't get a crap ton of eyes. Of course, we immediately get slightly corroded, but what else is new? At least that much was to be expected. Let's go Scroll of Summoning. I need some bodies. Oh, if you will start merging and you just wreck this son of a gun, that would be lovely. Can't abjure at the moment, so that's fantastic. Still waterlogged, that is good. Should I Iron Shot? Orb of Destruction? Wait, ally target? Oh, because my allies are behind. Yes. No, that's fine. This is an acceptable risk, unfortunately. Must be done. My large slime creature dies. That's too bad, but okay. Think we've got this. There we go. Dissolution is down for the count. Oh boy. Definitely not what you wanted to see there. Also, it takes forever to rest up real quick. Dissolution killed by slimes is so poetic. But slime on slime violence. Jivia weeps. I'm sorry, Jivia. I appreciate your fluidity in general, so I like you as a deity, but had to be done.